Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and a new trailer, an official. I think this one is the actual official trailer that Marvel is releasing for Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Dropped, dropped primarily in American time, which for here is around just after midnight, sometime after midnight, and in the very, very early hours of the morning. So I am just getting to this now, and I checked social media, and the link actually, the video had been posted by Simu and the official Marvel pages, and people were responding, so I quickly backed out of it before I saw anything too kind of spoilery or anything. So yeah, and I think I think I want to say it's weird, but I think it's even more of a surprise. It's even more of a surprise given that the teaser trailer that we got actually wasn't even that far back. It was like a month ago, maybe like just a bit more. Like it really hasn't been that long. So I think, so I think this being a September release, I guess it kind of makes sense that they'd want to promote this sooner. I've seen people just, yelling at the top of their lungs, like asking for the Spider-Man trailer. And on the one hand, I think again, Shang-Chi does get released earlier, so it makes sense they'd want to promote that first, and maybe even for Shang-Chi, especially for the theater release, like they probably include the Spider-Man trailer, they'd probably debut it for then, or maybe have like a teaser trailer released over the summer, and then like an official full-length trailer debuted for the theater release and stuff. So I think I'm just kind of waiting for that. I'm pretty sure they're finished filming that at this point. So I think now the main kind of multiversal filming stuff is still going on for Doctor Strange and stuff, so that's like still happening, and that's going to interconnect somehow. But I'm pretty sure Spider-Man is still it is like wrapped up at this point, and maybe they're just still in post, maybe getting like a good enough trailer. Because I'd rather they release a trailer when they actually have an idea of what they want to show us, before just getting a trailer just for the sake of it. So good things come to those who wait, and we didn't really have to wait very long for this trailer. So I'm glad nonetheless. I'm glad, like, the first trailer for this movie was absolutely amazing, and I really loved what they showed us. And I think that one, in terms of glimpses, that one was a very, very glimpsy, and it definitely felt a lot more like a teaser trailer, and it showed us a bit of Simu as Shang-Chi, and then like how he had been trained pretty much like throughout his entire childhood, and then I think it was once he actually reached adulthood. I think in that trailer, his father actually said, I gave you 10 years to live your life, to do what you wanted, and now it's time for you to take your place by my side and everything. So I think throughout his childhood he had been trained by the Mandarin and by his greatest warriors and his greatest trainers and everything. So he'd gone through that kind of training. We saw a glimpse of the power rings too. So I think after that trailer, I actually looked up the power rings again, because I vaguely remember like them actually looking and functioning just like maybe like a little differently. And I think in the comics, I think I saw one comic kind of screenshot of the Mandarin. I think he actually had the rings on his fingers, and I think in the comics, I don't know if maybe they take different forms or they can be harnessed in different ways, but I think they maybe are traditionally worn as actual rings on your fingers and thumbs, as opposed to like in the movie they had like the 5 rings on like each kind of forearm that gave him power and everything. So yeah, those will be cool to explore, and the Mandarin as well, like the actual official real Mandarin this time that we're going to get in this movie, that'll be cool to explore. And we got a bit of Awkwafina too, Awkwafina being like the best friend to Shang-Chi in this movie. That's going to be a really cool friendship and a dynamic to explore, so fun stuff ahead, fun stuff. So I think I'm curious as to what more this trailer, especially this being like an official trailer, is actually going to show us. So I guess there's only one way to find out. So yeah, the official trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Let's go.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power.
Whoa, okay, oh.
If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool logo. It's cool, yeah.
You are a product of all who came before.
Ah, Michelle Yeoh! Michelle Yeoh!
The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Oh.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried.
Yeah, they won't. Oh boy. Oh, taking a tumble. Oh, taking a tumble.
Glad I was right.
Oh, damn.
You're just a criminal who murders people.
Be careful how you speak to me, boy.
Oh, jeez. That's very much. Yeah, that's very. Yeah.
I thought I could change my name.
Oh, damn. God, the rings look so cool. This, all of this, the action is just on point. Oof, oof.
From your past.
Oh, damn. Oh boy, whoa. Is that a dragon?
Is that what you wanted?
That's a dragon. Oh. Okay.
You got this.
Okay. Who the hell is that?
Thank you.
Okay, no, who the hell was that? Who the hell was that? I need to pause and restart that. Who the hell was that? That look, the thing. That can't have been the dragon. The dragon was underwater, and dragons are generally much bigger. Was that? I think I. What? I feel like I should have recognized that person at the end, that fighter, that like a giant, like hulkish figure. Don't you tell me. Don't you tell me what a giant hulkish figure. It's definitely not the Hulk. Definitely not the Hulk, but there's only one other giant hulkish figure that we know in the MCU that came, just around the same time as the Hulk. Don't you tell me that's Abomination. Don't you tell me that's Abomination. Don't you tell me that's meant to be Abomination. I have to watch this a second time, but don't you tell me that's Abomination. Don't you tell me that's meant to be Abomination, because we're not meant to see him until She-Hulk. We're not meant to see him until She-Hulk. So, okay, I'm definitely gonna need to see that one again. I think, like, initial thoughts, yeah, this this gives us so much more. This gives us a lot more. This is definitely like an official full-length trailer. Wowza. So yeah, I think I won't lie, right? And it's also partly because I've been rewatching season 1 before I actually go into season 2, but I have actually been kind of like redoing my kind of catch up on Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I think I might be the only one getting this. I might be the only one getting this, and it also might be because I'm watching this, because I'm also currently going through a rewatch of the show. But I get Zuko-ish vibes. Like I get somewhat like Avatar: The Last Airbender vibes in this kind of like the kind of smallest of vibes, but again, that might just be exclusive to me and how my intake of that is affecting or influencing my intake of this. So yeah, but I mean, that whole dynamic looks looks really cool, and it seems to offer up a lot of like family drama opportunity. But yeah, I'm still. I need to go back and check that again. I need to go back and check that that's actually Abomination again. I need to go back and check that's Abomination. So yeah, and yeah, a great second look at the trailer. So yeah.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power.
Yeah, the rings look so cool. Yeah, the rings, they function just as well on the
If you
arms.
want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
You are a product of all who came before you.
So Michelle Yeoh is his mother, and Tony Leung is his father, the
You are your
Mandarin.
mother.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not,
Great casting for
you
young
are
Michelle
also
Yeoh too.
your father.
Yeah. But then his dad just doesn't age, just the same actor each time.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glad I was right.
You're just a criminal who murders people.
Be careful how you speak to me, boy.
Yeah, she's got tricks too. She's got little tricks too. Yeah.
I thought I could change my name. Start a new life. But I could never escape his shadow.
So the mum and dad are fighting then, because that has to be Michelle Yeoh, yeah. Mum and dad are fighting.
You can't run from your past.
God, that looks so cool. That dragon. I know Fin Fang Foom is a dragon. Could this be relational to that? Oh jeez, this. He's actually wielding 2 of the rings. He's wielding 2 of the rings.
You got this.
That has to be Abomination! That has to be Abomination! That absolutely has to be Abomination. Yeah, that has to be. Oh god, that's definitely Abomination. That is a surprise and a half. That is a surprise and a half. So I mean, you see, that leaves me wondering, right? In what capacity are we going to be seeing Abomination in this movie as a whole? Because I feel like that's going to be a cameo. That has to be a cameo. There is no... I mean, Abomination doesn't really have much of a place in a story or a setting like this. And clearly the setting in which he's in, like a cage fight, it's clearly like a place where, you know, fighters can be hired out by managers or fighters can volunteer themselves to handle various opponents or anything. So I feel like it could be that kind of a thing. So yeah, and I think that also reminds me, like, how are we gonna get, like, exactly when is this gonna be set? Like, is it gonna be set before or after She-Hulk? Because I think we still don't know how we're gonna get Abomination She-Hulk, if he's actually gonna be arrested in court or if he's gonna be something else. But then it also brings you back to I think, you know, Agents of Shield season one of Agents of Shield. Like, I think when Coulson found out that Ward and May had been sleeping together, Coulson warned him, like, you know, if you do anything that jeopardizes this team or our future missions or our stability as a team, then I will demote you from the team and I'll, you know, have you permanently guarding Blonsky's guard at the wherever he was. So Blonsky is I believe Blonsky is his human kind of name. So like Blonsky, that was Abomination from The Incredible Hulk. So I think, yeah, I mean, again, I mean, you know, if you try and bring in anything from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or any of the other shows, and you're gonna get a mixture of people being like, oh, this could be true, that could be true, and then other people be like, yeah, well, it's not canon, so shut up. But I don't care. But yeah, that I think seeing Abomination here definitely brings up like a lot of like previous references and kind of different theories about what could happen. But yes, I mean, he clearly must escape his cell or do something in the present day. But I mean, that was years back still. That was like 2013, 2014 pretty much. So so you know, that's been a while back. So I mean, I wonder if that could be how he shows up in She-Hulk 2. Maybe he actually breaks out and then he gets caught, or maybe he gets caught actually doing these kinds of illegal cage fights. I mean, I don't know how exactly how legal or illegal these are, but can't be too licensed. And especially because they have people of varying power levels and strengths actually defeating too. So it's like, especially in this universe, you get that too. It's like, oh, because in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2, you have that explored about how powered individuals, both good and bad, can be used to affect the climate of the human population, like how they can be used in different ways, like countries trying to stock up on Inhumans or like trying to recruit Inhumans for their militias or armies or whatever. So powered individuals actually affecting like the armies and the military strengths and capabilities of different countries. So that's the thing. So I feel like with this, it could be a similar thing to like Abomination maybe escapes and then he tries to find his own way, but then he actually ends up, you know, volunteering himself as some kind of fighter. So I mean, that is a cool glimpse. I feel like because that it's probably just going to be a cameo. It's going to be a cameo where he is the fighter, like Shang Chi actually has a good enough time fighting human people, and then he comes up against Abomination and he just gets like whacked around the cage or something. So, you know, I mean, he probably could put up a good fight, but then it's also Abomination who can literally go toe to toe with the Hulk. So, you know, it's definitely a discussion worth having, but that is cool. That is a glimpse. That is a character. I think of all the characters, I think they could have cameoed in this movie. Abomination is definitely not one of them. Abomination is definitely not a character I ever would have actually seen coming in this movie. So that is a surprise and a half. So that's fun. But yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, again, this trailer gave us a lot. I think the dynamic, they definitely introduced the mother-father dynamics from from Tony Leung as I think his name is Wen Wu. Actually, I think his title, his actual mantle is the Mandarin. So that's like maybe the actual mantle of whoever wields the power rings and leads the 10 rings. But then I think his actual human name is Wen Wu. And then I think Michelle Yeoh as well. She's in this movie, so it's great to finally see her. And I think I love that I find it interesting that they actually casted like a younger actress for the flashbacks. But then for Tony Leung, it's just like, no, just keep him there. Just like, for the present day, just give him the wig for when he's the Mandarin and then the short hair for when he's just, you know, for himself and everything. But then Michelle Yeoh, like, oh, actually need to cast like a younger actress to showcase it when Shang-Chi was actually growing up as a child and actually being taught by her. So I think they actually showed us he was actually trained on both fronts. I see, I feel like I think, I think we saw flashbacks of how he really feels about his dad too, as well. Like him going to various like restaurants or clubs or whatever with his dad, and his dad, I think we saw a glimpse of that in the trailer. Like his dad actually used the rings to break a table in half, and in this one we see him like tossing a guy against the mirror, then using like a ring to pin him to the ground. So like the way the rings work is so cool. It's so cool too. I think, I think it's definitely a lot more effective to use them as offensive weapons too when they're giant rings mounted on your arm, as opposed to just having like teeny tiny little rings on your hands or whatever. So I think with this one, like they are essentially power rings too, and they have like a nice purple glow like the power stone. So that's cool. I think probably likely no relation whatsoever, but either way it looks cool. And then I think he makes it very clear how he feels towards his dad too. Like his dad trained him and raised him to one day to one day not only join his side as like a junior Mandarin or whatever, or like an heir to the throne, but also to actually one day earn the rings himself. So that was a really cool kind of thing to see. And of course the most accurate kind of thing, like him like calling his dad a murderer and a killer, and it's like, you dare speak that way to me, boy. Like that ultimate kind of parent-child like kind of dynamic that I think almost any kid can recognize. Almost. But I think I'm looking forward to that too. Like seeing how different his parenting techniques really are. Like even his genuine actual parenting techniques. Like if he actually ever uses the power rings as punishment or something. Like I mean, I wouldn't want to see him actually beating him, but I'm curious as to what as to what the mother and the father's actual parenting techniques were in this case. And I think especially like Michelle Yeoh's character, I need to look up her character's name, but she definitely seems a lot more like a mother, like nurturing and loving and caring, and she definitely kind of seems more like a lot more spiritual too. Like she actually helped him find inner peace with his powers and his abilities, and actually especially with a lot of martial arts, spiritual energy comes into it, and like finding inner peace and finding balance and discipline definitely comes into a lot. Whereas with the Mandarin, it's just like, you have power, now use it to make those around you obey you, and use it to demand respect and control and everything. So two very, very opposite ends of the spectrum there. And then you definitely also have there was that one fight scene in the forest where Wenwu and Michelle Yeoh are actually fighting. So I wonder if that's just like a mom and dad just arguing in the forest with their respective powers, or what's going on. Because I think, imagine like superhero parents actually having like an argument of some sort, and they just end up like destroying the house or something, or destroying the village or something, or doing something like that. And I think she must have powers too, because I think I think especially her thing looked like airbending. Her thing actually looked like similar to airbending. Like you couldn't see gusts of wind, but like the flowers and the petals around her on the floor were actually like levitating and swirling and stuff. So I feel like she must have like abilities of her own. So I think both sets of parents actually have something that they either passed on to Shang-Chi, or something that they actually trained him to have in the end. So seeing that kind of backstory, seeing that kind of those kind of flashbacks will be really cool in the movie. So that's really fun. And yeah, that dragon too. So I mean, yeah, I think the only other dragon like character I'm aware of in Marvel is Fin Fang Foom. But then I think, is he not like an alien dragon or something? Like, is he not an alien? Because I think he can speak. He can actually talk and stuff. I think I remember seeing him for the first time in Ultimate Alliance. He was actually one of the enemies you have to fight on the shield helicarrier and everything, so he was on there. But yeah, I think Fin Fang Foom, I'm not entirely sure like what his actual origin is, what his story is, like what he's meant to be, like if he's actually meant to be an alien dragon, or if he's meant to be like a dragon from mythology. I think in Marvel, like mythology being earthly mythology being based on alien people would not be like a new thing. Like pretty much Norse myth, like they've unveiled that in the MCU, like Norse mythology is actually based on alien gods that people have encountered before, like Thor, and like the Asgardians are like Norse mythology in that sense is actually based off of like Thor and them like being aliens. But then even I think for them like that part still somewhat confusing me, because then even for them like they still have their own kind of godly kind of like mythological kind of culture and everything. So I don't know if it's based off of mythology because that's how they've passed themselves off, or what's happening, but I do wonder if maybe if Fin Fang Foom is an alien, then maybe like, and maybe he's where dragons come from. Maybe he's actually been on Earth or been to Earth before, and maybe he's where like Earth's kind of culture, like various different cultures and kind of interpretations of dragons come from. But either way, I don't know. I mean, if that is Fin Fang Foom, then that would be cool too. Abomination and Fin Fang Foom in one movie would be just mind blowing. But and I think I think that would be interesting. And I think Shang-Chi actually went into he actually, I mean, I keep wondering, like, if I could call him like Shang, like saying Shang just sounds like I'm just saying half the name, and it feels wrong to not complete it. But then I'm wondering if, like, if his name is actually Shang-Chi, because I think he did mention that he actually tried to change his name and create a new path. Like when he was given the opportunity to actually live his own life, he actually did try and change his name and like live his own path. So, I mean, I'm wondering what if he actually changed it to Shang-Chi, or if he changed it from Shang-Chi to something else. I think Shang-Chi, I mean, that's his name, but again, it also feels like a whole thing that, if it feels weird to just say half it, like Shang or something, and then I don't know. But either way, Shang-Chi he went underwater. He actually went underwater and witnessed the dragon. So so I do wonder if that's maybe going to be some kind of spiritual thing, like similar to Avatar. I mean, I think that mainly happens in the movie, which no one really likes. But in Avatar, like he Aang goes into like the Avatar state, and he can actually see previous avatars and everything like that. So I'm wondering if this is maybe that, like, if maybe this is kind of like some kind of spiritual thing that maybe Michelle Yeoh actually teaches him, like, oh, if you actually, like look deep within yourself, if you search deep within yourself, then you can actually communicate with other spiritual beings, and other like a dragon is pretty integral to like Chinese culture and everything. So maybe that's going to be something like that. And then again, Fin Fang Foom may be where they get dragons from. If he's been to Earth before, if he's been on it that long, then maybe like that visual, that kind of interpretation is where they get it from. So I'm pretty sure Fin Fang Foom is actually like a villain too. He's like primarily an antagonist. I think I don't know how they would actually tie him into this in a peaceful way or a spiritual way. So I don't know, but either way, seeing a dragon was cool. So that was fun, and yeah, I think the overall, and I think the last Airbender vibes I mentioned, like, I think because again, I'm like 3/4 of the way through season one. As of recording this right now, I'm 3/4 of the way through season one, and my plan actually was to start doing reactions once I got to season two. So hopefully that can come around soon, but. With season one, I think the exploration of Zuko's character, I think it like again, I think it's literally just me watching that at the same time as actually this trailer coming out is just influencing my intakes of those two different pieces of media. And I think with Zuko, I think they're two very different characters too. Like Zuko actively wants to regain his honor and regain his father's trust and his father's kind of appreciation of him, whereas Shang-Chi wants nothing to do with the Mandarin or his power rings or his legacy or his crime stuff. He wants nothing to do with what his dad does. He wants to be his own person. So I think two very different things. But then I think that father-son dynamic is at least in my head, it's somewhat kind of reminiscent and it somewhat rings a bell. So. But in this one, I think I think that's also the main difference. Like in the last Airbender, like his dad just kind of despises him and sees him as weak and everything like that. But then in this one, his father actively trained him to make sure he wasn't weak and to make sure that any warrior he sent after him, he could defeat, which he does. But then he also, in the end, eventually he wants him to join him once he's ready to actually fulfill his destiny as maybe as the next Mandarin. So yeah, but damn, that was a great trailer. That was a great trailer. So I can't wait to see. So I mean, knowing Marvel, I think, and this also doesn't have a Disney Plus thing either. Like I think this is pretty much exclusively for theatrical release. So, I'm curious as to what other TV spots or clips they might release up to the release. And I think Black Widow's coming in 2 weeks' time. I'm like I subconsciously have like a day by day kind of countdown of like how many weeks and days left until Black Widow. And it's like yesterday I checked my calendar and I was like, oh damn, 2 weeks' time, July 9th. That's really not that far away. So I can't wait. I think I am considering having like a movie reaction being my initial viewing, and then afterwards, like maybe a little while afterwards, once I feel more comfortable, then I'll actually go check it out in IMAX. I really want to go see it in IMAX. But then I am also more than happy to actually kind of share the reaction of watching the film with you all as well, and reveling in that glory and that hype. So it should be fun. So Black Widow is coming soon. Black Widow is coming soon. So yeah, but Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings looks incredible. Looks incredible. Can't wait to see like what more this brings into the MCU. Can't wait to see how this introduces Shang-Chi into the MCU, and like what kind of skill sets he's gonna have with or without the rings as well. Like, cause I think he's strong enough and he's capable enough without the rings. But then once he actually does get the rings, and especially because that final shot, he actually fought his father too. He was all suited up too. He actually all suited up too. And I think I remember seeing one of the promo pictures of him in the suit, and it looked, just amazing. So seeing him with the suit in that final scene, with the rings too, he was actually wielding two of them, and they were wielding them in unison too. So that fight scene should be amazing. So I think the choreography in this looks awesome too. Like I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're going to use martial arts, because I think they have used martial arts before, but not in I think not yet in such like as traditional or as kind of as like beautiful as a way. I think in this movie, like like we've seen characters using various forms of martial arts before, but then but then for that one, I think in that sense it's been purely for the sake of combat. But I think with this one, especially with the setting, with the environments we get, with the kind of visuals we get, with the different kinds of combatants we get, I think with this one it's gonna look so much more different, but also so much more special in that sense too. So I really can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how much Sebum actually puts his training into action, and how much he actually gets to do justice to that character. So it should be fun. It should be very, very fun. But yeah, that is it. That is pretty much all I've got from this trailer. So it was awesome. It was awesome, and let me know what you guys thought of it and what you're looking forward to. But yeah, that is it. That's pretty much it. So that was my reaction to the official first official trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So as always, thank you guys so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment on what you thought of the trailer and what you think is coming up in this movie and what you're looking forward to, and any other thoughts you have. And yeah, that is it. So I will see you guys next time.